As you can see, Pyramid Head and Silent Hill is the brand new chapter for Dead by Daylight. I know it's been a while since I've done actually a DBD video, but I've gone back into the game. I still love it. I still love playing the game. I just gotta be in the mood to play it. But over the last couple of weeks, with all the hype surrounding that, chapter 16 and who it was gonna be and everything else, there was a lot of stuff going on. And personally, I'm not really happy that Chapter 16 is Pyramid Head. Don't get me wrong, I love Pyramid Head. He's the best character in all of Silent Hill. And if you watch the films, well, the first film anyway, he is so good in it. But again, Silent Hill 2 is my favourite of the entire series. That story is it's just peak level of horror gameplay and horror story. It's just fantastic. But for me, I don't really think that he's going to suit well into DBD. Mostly because, well, if you watch the PTB, the player test build, his power is way too overpowered. And, he can even now go through walls and strike down players on the other side, even if he doesn't see them. So he's kind of like literally now the end all to be all of all killers. But Konami, they are actually involved in this. They got their name on it and everything else. It wouldn't surprise me if Konami said, right guys, this is our killer, this is what he can do, you must make him the most powerfulest killer out of everyone or you're not having the license. That's what my friends think personally. But we're going to have a quick look at a few things because there is some good things happening. One of the first ones is that they are going to update matchmaking, thank God. With matchmaking, like I said, I could play this for literally weeks on end. I can get to level 10, level 9, level 8. The lowest I've been is level 5. But then I stopped playing it. I have other games, Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, you name it. I've had other games to play. Or I've been busy. And if I haven't played it for a couple of months, like I say, now I'm currently ranked 17. Because I went back down to 20 because I didn't play it for a couple of months. But with that there, they are going to now implement a brand new system that is not going to go on rank, like 1 to 20, but is actually going to go based on how you play. So, this is actually coming from the gamer. They've actually put it down, which is actually quite well. A major announcement that caused a stir in the community was the incoming revamp to ranked mode and matchmaking in general. It was revealed during the stream that a system has been working on the back end of matchmaking, not actually affecting matches played, but capturing essential data that Behaviour Interactive will use to roll out a new algorithm. As ranks reset on a monthly basis, the 13th, players do not always have the time to climb up. Using rank as the only indicator of matchmaking is an imperfect expectation that can lead to long queue times and imbalanced matches. 100%. This writer is a perfect example, who will reach, say 1 to 5 as Survivor, become busy, 2 months later find himself at rank 13 following rank resets. Those first 20 or so games are a breeze to climb back on the rank, which they are, because you're literally just surviving all the time. But let's be honest, they are not much of a challenge or fair to the other players. So what we have here is coming from Reddit user A Spicy Strawberry. As you can see, we have the level resets, we have the ranks which are all boxed up, and then we have whoever. But this new system, will be the expectation to be placed with players of similar rank, and instead players should see themselves more accurately matched with players of similar skill, once the system is formally integrated into DBD. For that, I can't wait, and to be honest with you, I think that's going to be a very, very good idea for the game to go, and they're going to be more challenging. Nothing as well that was said is that finally we're going to get crossplay. To be honest with you though, I won't be having crossplay on, nor my mates who I play with on this, because we've seen a lot of gameplay on the PC, and it's just not what we've got, because it looks that they can just do anything they want, and literally sometimes the survivors on PC, they literally have a harder time than on console. But we'll see what's going on, we'll see. I probably will have 1 or 2 games, but obviously with the PC there's a lot more advantages that they could implement a few cheats. We don't know what's going on, but obviously PC gaming, because I do it on GTA, is a lot more easier when you see modders and everything else. It's going to be a lot more of that. But it's going to be PC, so Steam and the Windows Store first, then it's going to be PS4, Xbox and the Switch, and then everything's going to be integrated. But One of the good things, which I think was the best thing to come out of this actually, is the upcoming graphical updates. I do have a short little video here which is actually clipped from the actual live stream, and we're going to give that a watch now. See, it just looks 100% better. You know, I do love DBD in the way it looks now, but obviously when it's on the Unreal Engine, you can see that when it was made, they were like, right, okay, we're going to try and do this a little bit easier, you know, so it's not going to be as expensive as, like, obviously, GTA, Red Dead, or any EA game or whatever, because they try to take quite a while. But with DBD, it's like, right, we'll do this, we can get it out, and over time, we can update it. We have seen it with Leary's Institution. That just looks fantastic now. It looks so much better than what it used to. And as you can see from this little clip here that we've shown, look at the phone boxes. They just look so much better. The housing, the maps, everything. If we get a full update like this, it's going to be fantastic. New maps over time are going to look absolutely phenomenal, and I cannot wait. They are planned to release next year, so, you know, if it does, and they say they want to get on the next gen with this game, if they want to get onto the next gen with this game, it's going to have a graphical update no matter what, and it's going to look amazing. And that's really mostly it. You know, we do have the DBD mobile update, which I've tried playing, and I'm just like, oh my god, I can't even play it. I think that's because I'm so used to playing it on the PS4, and it's just like, okay, it's on my phone now, and it's like, oh, no, I keep missing skill checks and everything else. But I got it there, you know, if I'm in the, well, at the moment, can't really do much, but if I'm going in the hospital in the future, if I'm on, like, you know, waiting for people, I can just whip out my phone and play DBD while I'm waiting. But there's one thing I want to finish on, which is kind of sad, because, again, this does happen. Playing as a killer and seeing gens automatically pop off, like, you know, ding, 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 within literally a couple of minutes of starting the game, it does get a bit frustrated, especially if you're on the larger maps. So what they're going to do, they're going to try and prolong games and stop gen rushing, which is kind of weird to think about it, but I don't know how I'm going to actually play it when it comes out, because I do like gen rushing, but I also I like getting chased by the killer. You know, it's that sort of dynamic. And what we have here is one of the most interesting parts of the stream. Again, it's coming from the gamer. One of the most interesting parts of the stream also offered the fewest details. For the unfamiliar, gen rushing is a term that has a few different meanings depending on who's in it. In general, it refers to survivors who rush and complete generators in the shortest amount of time, often leaving the killer with few hits, downs, and kills. Literally, if the killer camps or whatever, they're going to get rubbish points. As certain maps area are large and spaced out, some low mobility killers can experience matches where they have barely had time to patrol and they begin hearing completed objectives all around them. While killers should be applying pressure, it's not always possible, which is very true. To counter this, the developers described implementing a mechanic that is like the end game collapse, but for the early game with the goal of slowing down progress. And so I don't know how that's actually going to happen, but it'd be fantastic to see it be done, because games will probably go on a little bit longer. And before I end it, there's one thing I do hope that behaviour actually do in the next year or so, is optimise the game for consoles. You know, a lot of people are asking for it, and I think with that as well, it would do so much for the game. It would be fantastic. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell for future updates, and I'll see all you wonderful people soon.